Hello everybody! Welcome back. Here we are. We're just going to jump straight in. Oh, Tarkov hasn't loaded, but that's fine. Spinman actually just walked straight into that one. And that was just really unlucky timing actually for you because, yeah, I need to do something on my side to make it function. And I hadn't done that. I was literally doing it as you wrote. I was like, oh, a couple of messages haven't gone through. So let's go and do that. And you were like, no, on screen chat. It was literally the first message. Couldn't have happened any better. But hello everyone. Hope you guys are having a good day. Spinman, Fiddlefiskin, Carlson, and Slack. Hello, welcome. Oh, we're out of fuel! No, not out of fuel. Come on. All right. I'm so used to having the solar power on here that I forget just how quickly it runs out. I'm still not 100% sure exactly which one I should be buying, whether I should be getting the metal fuel or the other one. Like, they seem to both be going pretty much at, like, I don't know, lowish prices now. Now, you can just buy the metal fuels from here. Like, is it still worth... You know what, actually? Would be a good thing to check. Because, well, you used to be able to do... Actually, I guess you could still make Piranha. But is it even worth it for opportunity cost? It just takes so long to make all of these things. Let's have a look. I'm going to have a quick look on the good old Tarkov.dev to have a look at the barter profits. And just see if it even remotely makes sense. So if you go into the... Oh, not barter one. Sorry, hideout profits. If you go into the lavatory... Can you still make mad cases and make it make sense? I don't think you can. I just don't think either of them really make sense. A magazine case. Yeah, so the barter for that. I mean, it says that you lose money here, but I don't know if that's necessarily true. Obviously, you have to X out the fuels. So if we X the fuels out. It says you make like 10k. I don't know. Should try AK-74N with no back iron sights. Really good for the price. Lots of things with no rear irons seem to be pretty good. Metal fuel for grenade box. I just want to figure out which one's actually the better one though. So yeah, bolts and screen. It's when bolts and screen are a bit more expensive, then it's kind of like, yeah. But what about the metal one? Metal fuel tank. Then that one gets you the grenade case. The grenade case is, again, if we make the metal fuel tank free. Maybe the metal case is better for selling the grenades. I think it might be. Anyway, we'll go for that route. I mean, that one's actually slightly more not realistic. What's the word I'm looking for? That one's more consistent because you can get that one using Jaeger and you just buy it. Makes it relatively. What did I do there? Minimum quantity. That was silly, wasn't it? Minimum condition. There we go. So yeah, Mr. Jaeger's got it for like 166. You can buy one of those. I think that's probably okay. What do you use to have those chats? It's a thing called Social Stream Ninja. I know, fun. It basically is like it's a window in OBS. It's a plugin, and it's like it's actually a combination of two things. It's a combination of a Chrome add-in and an OBS plugin together. So what you do is you pop out your chats and then it picks them up and puts them in a consolidated feed and then feeds that into OBS the plugin. It's very clever. It's very smart. Panda, I'm doing great. We're just about to get started on this stuff. I'm trying to cycle my crafts a bit more, do the Propator one, do the Parlameds ones. We'll just go back and forwards. I mean, I should probably craft a few other things. I'm continuing to do moonshines. That was a pretty banging moonshine. Look at that. These batches have come down a lot in price, but metal fuel tank, we literally just bought one of these. All of these things are actually quite expensive. I'm just doing this kind of on the off chance of whether we go for Kappa. I'm still undecided as to whether I want to do it or not. But I figure like if I don't start collecting the stuff for it, it's gonna take me forever. And like because of my like lower game time, I'm gonna need to run moonshines in order to actually collect the stuff. If I'm ever gonna get anywhere near doing it. Yeah, military batches are coming down a lot now. How much they sell to for therapists? 207. So unless you want the rep, which I probably do actually, because it's probably free. 50k? Oh god, okay, it's not free. Do I want the rep that bad? Like, no, not really. Not really. We'll just sell it to her for now. I mean, that paid for the moonshine on its own, which is pretty decent. Stick this guy up. By far my best one. My Bitcoin farm up and running. My scav case we've done building in a few hours. Excellent. Well, congratulations. What level are you, by the way? Actually, we'll go. Is that okay? Yeah, we'll put that in there. Afternoon, how you doing? I'm doing good. L. Floyd, I'm doing good. Craft shampoo and barter Therapist fuel off cooldown. Does that make sense to do? Is that better than crafting Kajuras and stuff? Like money-wise? Like if you add it all up? It's hard to know. One of the batches on a scav quest. That's very useful. If you get it through the scavs and through the quest, then that's really handy. Yeah, we'll stick it up there. And then this, we could just sell to therapists because they're always pretty trash. Right, so another thing that I've been doing is I've been trying to think about optimizing the way that I run my kits. So I did start doing a little bit of this earlier, but we'll see now how it's going to work. So first things first, let's not forget to put the filter in here. I'm trying to take the filter out and then put it in my inventory so that I see it. So what is the way that we're going to do this? Today we're going to be running the MCX, but there's an order that you need to do this kind of stuff in if you want it to make sense. So we are going to go to customs. We need to kill 2 more scavs on customs. There's like a bunch of random stuff we need to do. Let's go and just check these actually. We'll just go and check our tasks first. Gate 3 on factory, 3 times as scav. I mean, I guess we could accept that and do it. What do we get? A mutant and stuff? That's actually pretty sick. Okay, well maybe we'll do that as well. Scav lands on reserve. I don't really care about that. Charlotte with assault rifles. Yeah, fine. Keck tapes and poxorams. Probably don't have any poxorams. Oops. I always sell them because they're good ruble, but I mean, it's not 60k. Keck tape. It's just like, it's not really worth doing, is it? Not really worth doing. So, what we're going to do though, so say we're going to run the MCX. You got to kind of like, if you are going to use a kit multiple times, obviously it's not worth setting all of this up if you're not going to use it multiple times. But the way that we're going to start it off, and now I wrote this down a little bit so that I don't forget. I'm still getting used to it. So we go, I think that, so we sort the docs case first. Hold on, what's happened here? I think I realized the other day why I couldn't get out of Discord. I should have Discord closed while I'm playing just for performance. But I couldn't get out of it the other day, and I think it's because Tarkov overlays the right-click exit button. Anyway, so if we're going to go to customs, what I am doing now is I'm taking... So we do that first. So docs case customs, we equip this, right? That's this. So this equips my container the way that I would like it. What we do then is we take the... Well, we don't even need to do it, actually. We can then go for the magazines for our weapon. So on this particular one... magazines. So this is the one that I set up. I deleted all the others because we're starting again. I wish there was a way to do it alphabetical, by the way. So this is magazine. So I put an M on there just so I could read it. But yeah, it's not alphabetically ordered. So it actually ends up not mattering, but that's by the by. And all we've got here is a CSA rig. So that's just got 300 for 300 blackout, 15 M62, 15 CBJ. So that's what we've got in here and some spare ammo. So we're going to equip this and then move this off. Now, rather than using the CSA a second time, this time we're going to do consumables, and the way I'm going to do that is by doing it with a bank robber instead, because that means it leaves my CSA alone and doesn't mess it up. And then we go for our bank robber. So now that's all of our consumables that we're going to use in the next raid. Then we want to choose the gamma, so we'll choose the standard gamma, equip that. Has that taken my... that's taken my docs case as well. Let me just resave this without the docs case in there. Yeah. Yeah. So because this is my customs case, you see. It needs to be very modular, otherwise it doesn't really work. You put the wrong sum on the battery, Mr. Digits. Of course, it's 50k fee. Oh, did I? Did I put like an extra one on? You wrote instead of 230. That's why the fee was so high. Oh, whoops. Never mind. Never mind. Maybe it would have been worth it then. I was surprised it was so much, but I chalked it down to not having Intel 3. But yeah, just my bad then. So now what we've got, and this is the way it should have worked previously. So the gamma should have been the last part. So we've got our docs case all sorted. We've got this with our mags in. We've got this with all our consumables in. And we're not actually going to use these. We're just using these as tools to get stuff set up. So now we're going to pick just like our headset and things. I don't think it's worth putting these in presets unless you really are going to buy the same thing over and over. I think it's easier just to do it like this. We'll pick a piece of armor or something. Because I always want to use the same armors. This is the issue. If we're going to customs with the MCX, we might want to do I guess we kind of want to be light-ish. How heavy is the MCX? 4 kilos. It's relatively light. Maybe we'll just go Bagari rig. It's probably going to take us overweight, but it doesn't really matter. And then what we do is we transfer across our mags. we move the ammo into the secure container, the docks case into here, and then our consumables up into our main rig here. And that's basically it. We just want to reshuffle them around a little bit if we want to. But that's all. And put this across. Stick this guy in here. One in there. And we should be good to go. And just pick a bag. Pick something small for the time being. Because we're getting a quest done really more than anything else. And that should be it. Now I think this is the way to do it. I've been trying to hone this down a little bit. No 40 rounders for the MCX. It doesn't fit in my thing though. My backseat self is stealing. Yeah, it doesn't really fit in here. I feel like I just don't play very well with the 40 rounders on the MCX. I don't know why. I just don't. All we need to do is kill 2 scavs and survive from customs. Actually, all we need to do. So let's go and do that first. We'll try and make a quick raid of it. Relatively ish. And then we can run through factory and whatever. What is the new ammo? We're using CBJ today. I've been doing some analysis today about it. So I've written half of the... Actually, I've written basically all the script. I've written the whole script for the ammo calculations. And it's quite interesting, some of the outcomes to it. But I want to practically use it a bit more. I've got some clips for it, but yeah. Do you think they should add an ammo pouch style item? Something for the gamma that can hold 2 or 3 stacks? I don't know. I feel like if you add too much, then it kind of makes the secure container sort of pointless. I still think the stims case is probably too big. I'm surprised. When it first came out, it was 4x4. It was crazy. I still think it should probably be 2x2. Because then you have to... Because I don't have to think about what stims I put in there. I just put them all in there. I think it's kind of nuts. The secure container is about bringing in essentials, in my opinion. And I feel that if you add too many things like that, then you just don't really need to... You don't need to make hard choices, you know? It would be good as a player, from a player's perspective, but... Have you seen the 50k trooper bag is gone for Ragman 4? I think it's behind a quest or something. I don't actually know what the quest is. But, need a YouTube short of the presets or loadouts? Maybe I'll do that, I don't know. I haven't done any, I've only done gameplay shorts so far. Maybe I'll do some tutorial shorts, I don't know. Is a longer handguard not better? A tiny bit. It doesn't really matter. M6 horizontal recoil and bullet drop speed? Well, I don't know. The horizontal recoil is the same as the M4, for example. I think this used to be the case. My fire alarm doing a test. And CBJ is 725 meters per second, so it's about as fast as 7.62 by 39. I think the MCX has got a bad, I still don't think it's the best gun of all time. Because it's kind of expensive. It's a little bit like the M4, except it doesn't perform quite as well. But, what was I going to say? Yeah, it's got some old preconceptions from when it used to be bad. It used to have terrible horizontal recoil, but they actually changed a lot of it when they changed the vertical stuff. Check around you. Don't complain about not everyone zooming. Oh, you're talking to someone else. You must be talking to somebody else. What's the chance of 2 tapping a troop with CBJ? 100%, pretty much. It's 90%. There you go, no worries. Yeah, I was talking about CBJ, Smooth, exactly. Higher to ammo cost availability means less if you can just save it all. Yeah, exactly, so I don't know. Fire alarm doing a test is code word for loading streets. Unfortunately, no, I was actually going beep beep. CBJ and the MCX is just something to use while waiting for M85501 to restock. The horizontal recoil is bad. I don't think it's any worse than the M4 at the same recoil level. I genuinely don't. Anymore. It used to be, but I don't think it is now. I actually don't think it is now. The issue is that not many people use the M4, because it's also 800 RPM. You see, this is the problem. Everybody uses the MDR or the SCAR. That's the issue. So it ends up with worse recoil. It's not the easiest to tame recoil ever, but neither is the M4 at 45 recoil. Biggest best backpack at level 29 to 30 before rag 3. That's really specific. I'm not sure. I just tend to use bear cuts and stuff. I'm not a massive bag kind of guy. Like, I'm usually doing other stuff. If I end up like running a huge bag, I tend to just like weigh myself down. I'm just like, I want to loot too much stuff, and it ends up getting me killed. What do you think of FB? I think it's okay, but there's no bullets for it. It's just so hard to get the bullets early on. Idea of a slow reload that would keep your empty magazine when your inventory is full. I think that's actually just a game mechanics problem. I don't think it's like a design issue. I don't think they've intended it that way. I think it's just the way the game works, unfortunately. Behind the new Out of Time quest. That's the big bag. Interesting. Not as good as the M4, but CVJ is cheaper and on par. Yeah, and actually better, I would argue. There's a few reasons why it's better. What's the best in stock? It's like 30 something. I was surprised. I thought it was 40 something too. It's like 30 odd. I was amazed. It's like 34 or something. I feel about progression being faster. I think it's kind of cool. I quite like it. I don't know. With rare loot spawns and stuff being more common. I actually think it's quite fun. I don't think it's necessarily detrimental to the game at all. I think it's quite decent. Oh yeah, we need to drink this. Let's drink that bad boy. 416. Oh, the initial jump on the 416 is brutal though, dude. It's absolutely rough. What vertical are you using? I think it's the RVG. Yeah, it's the RVG. An organ convert to A3. Now that thing does have bad horizontal recoil. The AUG specifically does have bad horizontal. That's still the case, you know, with the reworks and everything. We're just going to wander around in here for a minute. Literally, all we need to do on this one is survive and kill 2 scavs. It should be really straightforward, he says. He says. Might have been me, but I remember someone saying the M6 is like a glorified SMG. Yeah, basically. It's less, that's less true now, but still kind of true. The thing about the M4 is it can get down to some like stupid recoil, right? Like M4 can get down to ridiculous recoil, whereas the M6 can't. And the ergos just aren't comparable, really, between the two. I did look in there, didn't I? I did, yeah. What's your favourite 5.56 gun? Depends when. It's probably the 101. Honestly, I like the 101. The 101's a really nice combination of low recoil and stability on its recoil, which is good. I haven't tried the Meta MCXs. Sorry, the M4s yet. We might try some Meta M4s. They've got these new parts to them which make them really good this wipe. There's like, you give up like tiny bits of recoil, but it doesn't matter because the M4 gets down to like 23 recoil or something stupid. So you give up a bit of recoil to go to like 26 instead. But the ergo is like 20 higher, 30 higher. So you can go like suppressed and with the drum and still be in like, you know. And there's another. We're going to try and get a little weird flank on. It's cheaper to run. The M6 is a lot. M6 ammo is a lot cheaper. Try and keep these guys at bay. I don't want to get caught jumping up here. No! Get me up. Come on. Someone, is it? I don't know where they've gone. There's definitely a second. Where would I go if I was over there? I'd probably pull back and look at the body, I think. Maybe even cover from inside Big Red, but... Yeah, being there would probably not feel very good, so I wouldn't sit there. I hear somebody moving around. I don't know whether they're in here. I mean, I'm giving them the opportunity to go and just like grab their teammate stuff. Like maybe they're just sat nearby in the room. They could be inside, you see? There's like a little gap between the two they could be in. Okay, well there's scavs inside there, so that actually makes me feel slightly better in some ways. Let's think, what do we do? We'll try and go all the way around. I don't really want to go down there, because I'm sort of giving them the ability to... I know what we're going to do. We go this way. Let's go this way. So I didn't want to give them the ability to just like... Oh no, not one on Suka. God damn it. Freaking the scavs over there. Oh, there's a scav there. He's about to pop out of here. Okay. This guy could be down here, I suppose. Unlikely, but... Ah! Oh, gosh. That initial recoil kick is... Is that a scav? It probably is. We kind of need to reload, really. Nutrition unit, I just use it for whiskey. AK-102, easy to shoot. I mean, it'll be easy to shoot, yeah, but there's a limit to the TTK.
Gold, please.
There's a limit to low TTK that I'm willing to take. Toad, thank you for the prime. Okay. Well, we know that's a scav down there. I wonder where this guy and his mate went. The one scav's gone inside here. That's fine. At least I think it is. Yeah, he's gone in there. That should be okay. What have we got in there? Okay, CBJ. In full still kicks horizontally, 800 RPM. Yeah. That's basically the problem. It's the RPM. The RPMs are an issue. Is that a shout for scav seeing somebody? I feel like it usually is, but... I guess he's dead. That scav looked different to the other scav, though. Ah! He isn't dead. Who's this one? What on earth is going on? What the hell's going on? Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, first shot recall's rough, but it's just because it's 800 RPM. Always the issue. We're going to swap over to the big pill grow. Do I hear something? Don't know. Oh, did I manage to cancel it? I managed to cancel it. It's very easy to cancel the CMS these days. It's quite annoying. If you try to search something, that cancels it. Afternoon, we enjoy the MCX? Yeah, it's interesting. It's like using an FMG at like anything under, well, anything over about 20 meters. So you have to kind of like single tap it. It's actually quite hard to single tap just simply because it's got such a high fire rate. Like if you're used to the slower RPM weapons, like I am, then it makes it quite difficult to do the single tap thing. But yeah, the ammo's really cheap. What do you think is the best value class 4? I mean, it's either just, well, it's hard to say. Probably that horrible green one, the Ulay. It is probably the best value. But it's quite nasty. There's actually a player there. Player just went and like... He just went and like laid down on that roof. I can't see exactly where now. That was genuinely a player. I saw him. I found the Bagari. I wouldn't necessarily buy the Bagari. I'm wondering what the best way to deal with this guy is then. This is the one, yeah. This one's probably the best value. It's super cheap. If our dude's still up there. He's trying to do something really cheeky, I think. I mean, unless he moved. Maybe he just moved. I don't really know. Could just try to gap close him, I suppose. I'm unsure about this. Let's go back a little. Maybe it's not there anymore. I'm feeling a bit, like, worried. I don't know where he went. I don't know where he went. Reason for 2 different ammos? Just simply, like, not being able to buy enough of the one. Because you can only buy, you know, you can only buy so much CBJ at one time. I tend not to run the same gun, like, over and over. So I often end up, like, not having enough ammo for all of them. Like, if you're just running the same gun over and over and over and over again, you could probably just use CBJ. But yeah, if you lose, like, 3 mags every raid of CBJ because you, like, die 3 times in a row, that's all of it gone. Unless you're really stockpiling. And then you have to, like, stockpile everything. You have to stockpile 5.56. You have to stockpile, like, MP7 ammo, blah, blah, blah. Like, I normally like to stack. And it's cheaper, too. That's over that side. Maybe we're better off going the other way, I don't know. Did he die? I think he died. That's him, right? Sometimes I feel like you're probably better off just tapping it rather than going full auto. Unless you've got like a really big mag. M6 bad unsuppressed. There aren't really any ways to make it good. Unsuppressed is the issue. It just doesn't really have any compensators, you know? Have you done private clinic? Yes! I've got a thick items case now. That's very good. Would a mag dump there? I know, the thing is I've done that in the past and screwed myself and then died, so I decided not to. Certainly learnt my lesson in the past with that. Yeah, maybe we should do 40s at least, but... I'm going to swap over to the pocket med in a sec. Yeah, the thing about this guy, it's just like, it's very close range orientated. Like, it's very good up close, but it really struggles at range. A little bit like the M4, honestly. I just like what body part to heal. You have to have your heal keys on release. So when you hold them down, you then use the scroll wheel. If you don't use the scroll wheel, it won't work. You have to use the scroll wheel. So just holding down won't do it. You have to scroll as well. Right. Okay, so I think we might be good. I think that was the guy that we were playing cat and mouse with the whole time. M6 is great for reserve underground. True. Yeah, anywhere that's kind of SMG, it'll work wonders. I wonder if this guy died from his wounds. Are we just going to suddenly die here? Not sure. Let's see, what does he have? 24 UN, he's got one of these. Swap to this. Swap to this, why not? He's got a lot of mags, this man. Presumably some of these aren't good. Ah, he killed someone else. There we go. Oh, we're super heavy now. I feel like we're going to run into somebody if I come this way. Because people use this extract. The question is, like, where's the best extract for us? I've got to go quite far. Like, I almost feel like we just have to push through and try to get to old gas, especially given that it's so weighty. Like, do I just give up on some of this equipment? So I can walk properly? I think the answer is probably yes. What did I take that makes me so heavy? Check the tag, could be the other guy you killed. Oh yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah, so they were in the pair. Oh, it's all this ammo. This is BP, what's in here? BT, what's in here? BT. I mean, it's gonna be useful to have a second gun for sure. That BT. He's like stacked out of his mind on mags. This is crazy. I feel like we should just like drop one of them or something. They're not that heavy. So probably because I've got a second piece of armor. Can we max on the first guy? True. True, true, true. Still had it on semi. Oh, the classic. That's an absolute classic. Man. Right, we need to sort this out. So, how much do these weigh each? Only half a kilo. Like, something is like crippling me here. It's like actual junk. The armor. The thing is, actually, I can't remember if I've done the Gazelle armor quest or not. That'll come later. Can't remember. That's what I want it for, is for the quest. There we go. I mean, this is better. I think it was the 50 threshold that was just like completely nuking me. Like, this is slightly better. Oh no. That one's BT. This one was BP, wasn't it? Yes, let's get rid of the BP. Don't care about that mag so much. I guess this was the friend bringing in the BP, I suppose. Yeah, so we'll get rid of all the BP mags. It's helped a little bit. Right. That's slightly better. Also empty a third. Ah, that's a good idea. Yes, I forgot there was a 60 here. Good plan. Yeah, your rig is pretty heavy. I know. The Bagari is just such a monster. Well, that's a scary time, isn't it? Did you already complete Punisher? Not in its entirety, no. I've got to do some more SVD stuff, but I just get bored, you know? I get bored of doing that. Oh boy, this takes a long time. Yeah, how's it 47? This is the thing, it's this Bagari, it's like 17 kilograms. That's with all the stuff in it, in fairness. That's not just on its own, but this thing is like 9. The bag total is like 13, so it's like 13 plus 17. We're already at 30, and then the 2 guns. Like this is not a light gun. 4 kilos. My own gun is 4.5 kilos. Oh, we've kind of screwed this a little bit, but whatever. We'll do it like this. It's fine. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Oh, maybe I didn't have quite enough in the end. Oh, well, never mind. It's all good. Right, that's good enough. Just in case we get into a hairy situation. 14 minutes, yeah, we're quite low. Oh, that's up in Fortress as well. Jesus. Maybe we try to avoid that? I don't know. We can go around the edge, I suppose. That's quite far away. It's almost at old gas. There's a lot of fighting down at old gas. Okay, well, we're definitely going to avoid old gas then. What is that gun going off? They're quite slow rate of fire, unsuppressed. Almost sounds like, I don't know, is that like an unsuppressed ump or something? I don't really know. That. Sounds too meaty. Is it an ash? Scar? Yeah, I don't really know. It sounds very punchy. Just going to run this bit because I think this is... I think it's worse. I don't like either, but it's worse to be like stationary through there, I think. Like crawling along. Ash is really loud. It is. Half a kilo in your melee slot. Yeah, maybe I should stop taking it. Definitely not an ash. It's a lab mutant. Oh, it could be actually. That's a... Yeah, it could be. That's almost scarier. In many ways. Do you think 5.6.1 is still viable? I think you put it... Well, it's fine actually most of the time. Most people are still wearing class 4. Like, not that many people wearing class 5, I will say. So I think it's probably okay. How does weapon mastery work? You just have to get hits with it. It doesn't really do much though. Like weapon mastery needs a rework. It doesn't really do anything. Or an RD. Yeah, it could even be an RD actually. I think it's maybe more likely to be an RD just simply because the fire rate is so low. Like muted is a little quicker. The reason why, like, people always say about, like, you know, finding the axe or whatever and, like, swapping over the melee. That's all well and good, but I find, like, if I don't take one with me, then I'll inevitably want to, like, smash something and then I can't without making a loud noise. Which I find really annoying. I think there's somebody up here. Try to skulk away. There's someone. I think it's just a scav. Probably just play a scav, I think. They're running this way. Probably to extract, I would imagine. Why bring L1s? They don't last for very long though, do they? Not the issue. Mule, I do actually have a mule, but I just didn't think it really justified it on this raid. Like, the loot's not particularly wild. Unless this guy's like, set me up. I think probably not. We shall see. We're loud, boys. Oh, the dude was literally extracting. I think. Is that a scav exfil? I think it is. Poor guy. I almost feel sorry for him. I didn't even realise. I thought he'd like laid down to try to fight me. Extract cav ammo. There's the scav exfils. I can't even remember where the scav ones are on customs. I actually was like, oh no, I feel really sad for him now. Poor guy's probably sat in the stash just seething, sees my name. He's gonna come and dislike all my vids. Thumbs down every video. There's gonna be some kind of montage, you know, it'll be like the protagonist that knows nothing of it, and you've accidentally sparked, you know, the backstory of some evil bad guy who was just, you know, unfairly wronged in their teens or something like that. Take on off the first scav you kill. See, that's all well and good unless you're running into Interchange, then you don't want to smash through the front of them all. That's that's sort of the thing that I use it for. So anyway, I'm not that bothered about like getting that last little bit of money. It's fine. Yo, what's the stream about? Hello. Today we are doing some custom stuff, but we are trying out the MCX, and if I get my fill of MCXing, then maybe we'll move on to 762 PP, which I'm yet to try. Nice. Well, this guy stood no chance because he didn't know we were there, and we shot him while he was running. And then this guy tried to save him, but then we like managed to rotate around and ended up killing him, I think. Yeah, it was the same guy for sure. Why don't you loot him? Because it's right in the extract. Like, I need to get a survive for my quest. We're already at like 50 kilos. I just didn't want to die right at the end there. I thought you were nice also guy. Boy, I was wrong. Yeah. Super villain origin story. That's kind of what I meant. Yeah, that's basically what I meant. That's what I meant to say. It's not what I said. I kind of stumbled over it, but that kind of deal. Yeah, so this is the slightly more budget version of the kind of landmark gun, I guess. I suppose. Okay, let's hand some of these things in then. Woo, look at this. Why do we have so many? Finished Poklim Hobo, which is very good. We got regulated and mats. I've got my tank battery that I've saved up, and these guys. You can hand that in for a cool 15k. Then we've got Out of Curiosity, and we've got the other ones. So we have to decide what we're going to do. That's the reason why we've got this, because it's Chemical 4. So for this one, you get a grenade case, and you don't have to pay a bunch of money to ski it. For this one, you get the injector case, and for this one, you get the 2 ammo cases. Now, the question is also about
Gold, please.
About XP. So he gives you 8,000 XP. She gives you 7,000 XP, and he gives you 6,000 XP. So if you were just doing it purely on XP, because XP is the most valuable commodity in Tarkov after all, then you just go with Prep Ore. But I think it might also make sense now. Subterranea. Thank you for the Prime, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, there you go. So it's still, the ammo cases are still the best ones. Because in previous wipes, injector cases were nearly 1,000,000 rubles. And now they're really cheap. You only get one. But ammo cases, for some ungodly reason, I think they've got really low stock here. So it's very difficult to actually get them now. And you only have a limited one on this. And people just are allergic to barters for some reason. Thermites are probably really expensive in fairness because of the barter. So I think you're actually better off going with Prapor as well. So what I did differently this wipe was I ended up just buying my injector case because they were so cheap on the flea. So I already have it without doing this. And in the other wipes, it did make sense to get the injector case. But this time I don't think it does. I think it makes sense to do this one and sell these. Actually, cash and XP. Yeah, cash. Or does it give you good cash too? So yeah, it gives you actual like a good cash lump sum as well. Yeah, better than the others. So I think Prapor is actually now the best one. Oh, and he's got all my insurance too. Bam, bam. So we'll offload these just so we can monetize this. Monetize this decision. Nice one. 762 PP is meta this wipe, in my opinion, despite the new M4 parts. PP ammo for 900 round is such a good price. Well, if you think that that's good, CVJ is even better at 414 rubles. It's actually a better bullet. It's better on damage and it's better on pen. I know that it's a different gun, and not many people don't really get on with the MCX. But I think this, this now might be a reason to give it a try. Maybe. What else is it? What else have we got with him? We've got loads of stuff actually. Let's take some of this. Just join before the last kill. Ah, no problem, man. No problem. Yeah, I had all these quests ready to go, so I was just like, I kind of want to just want to get them done. Oh, I actually got my MCX back. This is the one. Where did we die with it? I'm not sure. It's been through the ringer though. Got Trooper. Load of other stuff. I can stick these in here, and they'll just like, oh, got given that, which is quite funny. Some money. And then PS12B, so we'll just stick that. Actually, we'll put it down here because we're not intending on using it anytime soon. I might try to use PS12B with the revolver. That might be what I do and get Stir Up done. I think it will be fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun getting that quest done with the big revolver. I think that'd be entertaining. Alright, let's just bring these guys over. And then we can just grab this and this. And then I think we've cleared out insurance then as well, which is nice. It's nice to do that. Yeah, bloody bastard. Everything's down the drain. Well, at least we gave it to Prapor. Hello, Easy. $366 APM. So I did make some PP here because it's good to sell. It's like one of the, it's a decent round you can sell on the flea. From when you got stuck on streets. We survived that raid though. And I didn't swap it for another weapon. Let me just see if I've got this. Gazelle, Tarkov. I just want to make sure I've done this quest. I couldn't remember if I'd done it or not. I didn't want to look at it actually while we were in the thing. So Good Part 2. Have I done that one already? I think I have actually. Actually, yeah, I've already done So Good Part 2. So we dragged it out for no reason. Basically. 46 points. Oh, it's probably just worth selling to Ragman, isn't it? Yeah. I don't want to wear it because it's kind of crap. But okay, cool. I just don't like these pilgrims particularly. I've already done the pilgrims quest, so I'm just going to sell it. Put something else on. Cool. So I guess technically we should go through the same process. We'll repair this before I forget. So we should go Doc's case and map, but we've already done that one. Magazines for gun. So list of equipment. So we'll go equip. Oh, I'm missing a mag because of this. That's fine. Okay. Equip that. You have to have quite a lot of space to do this. Then consumables. Nice. Okay. And then, what did I say? Gamma? Gamma. And we put the docks case back in. The bag on, the armor on. Then we swap in these. Put the ammo back in. Get the consumables out. Like that. Although it's taken our half durability one, so it's probably not the best actually, but get rid of those because they were from the previous raid. Put that on 9 or something. Repair this. Stick this on. Gun back in. Yeah, it's like using the presets is hard. It's actually quite hard. I'm trying to figure it out though. I'm trying to force myself to do it so that we actually end up utilizing them, because unless I play around with it and actually try, I'm going to just never use them, you know? And then we had a nade. Maybe we take a second nade. We're still super overweight though. Is FMJ for 300 viable? I think no. I think use at least M62. Can you want the M6 as level 3 traders? You can. I mean, I think this is mostly level 3, pretty much. How'd you have a thick case? Level 35. And then you do the LEDX and ophthalmoscope thing. Thanks for Viz. New the game. The suck less because of you. Thanks, Corin. When you got stuck in the pole and grenaded yourself. Oh, yeah! Yeah, you're right. We grenaded ourselves to get out of the pole. But we got this back, so that was at least good. Oh, right. We need to do... I think we just need to do extracts out of factories. So let me catch up with chat while we do that. M62 is a bit better. 6 more pen. Yeah, M62 is like, okay. M62 for the MCX is a little bit like M856A1 for 556. They're quite analogous. See the trooper was quest locked? I did. I discovered the quick sale defense is 1.4. I love how people are like now benchmarking it on the like scav sale. I think that's quite nice. Yeah, CPJ is good, but you need Skier 3 for it. Can you explain the whole XP boost and waiting 5 minutes thing? I didn't catch you off in your last video. It's just like you don't want to get a run through, so you have to wait for... Oh, I see, you mean the diminishing returns. Yeah, no, okay, yeah, you're talking about something completely different. So yeah, so imagine you're leveling metabolism, and when you join a raid, you have 127% XP. That's how much you get XP for like your first little bit of like, you know, whatever that skill is that you're doing. If you drink a can of energy drink, it'll use all the XP. It'll give you 127% for the first bit, then 100 for the next bit, Metabolism runs out really quickly. So after you've drunk the can, when you look at it, it'll say 1% of skill XP you're actually going to get now for the second one. So drinking a second can doesn't give you really any metabolism XP, really. Just because of the way it functions. But if you wait for 5 minutes, then it will give it to you again. So it will reset from 1%, but it won't reset in the UI. You have to go and try and get XP. Oh. Get us here. We'll have a look at what this helmet is. Okay. LSH2DTM? Because somebody's dropped that in to try and take his helmet, that's fine. Vulcan face shield. Oh dear. I keep getting this weird bug. I'm actually waiting for... We're waiting for 13 minutes so we can extract. Like, if you extract before 13 minutes on a scav raid, if you don't get enough XP, then you'll get a run through on here. When did the 7.62 by 51 guns open up? Basically a Peacekeeper 4. It kind of sucks. M6 build looks fairly cheap. What's the total? It's not too bad, but it's not inexpensive either, just because the M6 is quite expensive to start with. It all depends on if you have Skier to do the suppressor. If you don't have Skier for the suppressor, then it makes it kind of hard, because you can't get the SRD for less than like 60k normally. I've been trying out the 40 rounders. We should try it. I haven't. But we should do it. It means I need to rejig some stuff, but... we'll rejig it. It'll be okay. We dump all this stuff into the stash and then... This was the one that I said was the underappreciated class 4. It's not very good, but it's very cheap for what it is. You can get it for like 50k with the barter with Jaeger. Big issue with presets, you have to have the item. Yeah, and also you can't set an item like this is one thing that I've realized is a problem, is you can't set it, say, like, just bring any grenade. Like, I don't care what the grenade is, just bring any. Like, I have to set it for a grenade, which is really awkward. I just want it to do any grenade, you know? Gone, 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 gone. To these, surely no one's paying for these, yeah. You probably can't even sell them. No one uses the Vulcan. I haven't seen anybody use the Vulcan for a long time. I don't be bothered to put that on the fleet, to be fair. SV98s do tend to go for a bit more than that. Yeah, 50k. We'll wait until something sells. Got anything else rubbish that we just had in here? Yeah, this thing and this thing. What was in this? There's more ammo. Oh, that was BP. Okay. Got that as well. I'm not really using BP anymore. I tend to use BT as a minimum if possible. Got our dog tags. Yeah, like, am I going to rejig the whole of this thing just to take like a CSA? I mean, I could. We could. 1, 2, 3, but then it means I'm stuck using it like this. One nade. Nah, you know what? It's fine. I can't be bothered to mess about. If we do another raid, then maybe we'll do it then. Actually, what do we even need to do now? That's a good question. I was so fixated on customs that yeah, so the one we're trying to complete, this one we have to just do every now and then, which is this. Oh no, it needs to do gate 3. Oh, I'm so stupid. I thought it was just extract from factory. I forgot. Show the gun build from last run? Yes, I will. Vader for Ube. It's a good swap, yeah. The Vader thing is quite good. The LSH Z2DTM, it's not a bad piece of headgear. The only issue is that it's class 4 all over. Like, you just get... there's just so much stuff that deals with class 4. It's just so problematic. I'm going to sell it, though. I don't think I'm going to use this, really. I used it a bit last fight. What was broken on it? Just the face shield, basically. Okay. It's like 90k to the trader. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Right, let's take these. Just move these down here. Just like try and keep things, you know, a semblance of organization a little bit. And we'll sell this. I should have repaired it first, really, but no biggie. Okay, so we now need to. Let's see. We did a bunch of this stuff. So we still need Punisher. I can't, like, we've used the SVD a bit. We'll use it again another time. Grenadier. Well, it's gonna give me good XP. Do I have any more? Oh, the trust regain, huh? And the same for skier loyalty buyout. We probably do need to do more skier stuff because now, because of the rep hit, we're now quite low. We need to do like loads of these. I hate doing these quests for skier. I really do. They're one of some of my least favorites. This is easy. Fuel stash on woods. Woods with an MCX. Sounds a little dodgy. What else we got? We've got eliminate Caban, but that's like actually really hard. PMC with Tremor is actually kind of fun. We kind of need to break our arm for that. Eliminate PMC while they're suffering from stun. No, this is fun, but again, we'll do it. I think we'll do it another time. Let's try and do this one because at least it gives us like a ton of XP. We'll do the mark on woods, and we'll see if there's any other wood stuff that we have to do. I'm sure I've got a marker at least. That's one. Any others? Yeah. Got one there as well. Okay, so we'll buy a second one. We'll just use this gun. It'll be okay. It would actually be a better gun for be a better gun. Like the SVD would be a better gun, honestly. But whatever. What gunsmith are you on? I'm on the one where you get stuck because you need Peacekeeper 4. You need the Furfrans thing. That's the one I'm on. Does the underbarrel Geo not work for Grenadier? No. How'd you get your scav cooldown lowered? Scav rep and Intel Center. Those are the two main things. Oh yeah, I was going to show you the build. So yeah, anyway, we've got Kill Shturman, the real one, the real Kill Shturman. Gratitude. Oh, this is the one on the beach. Ghost Shamar. I mean, we could do that one as well, I suppose. Stir up. Yeah, so it's Green Shamar, Ghost Balaclava. I've also got the Wi-Fi camera to do, I think, as well for skier. This one. Freaking millions of things to do. So do I have a Green Shamar? I think I can just buy them from him now. Yeah. The green. Do I have a ghost? I think I might have a ghost just to hand. Is it this one? Yeah, ghost. Green Shamar, ghost. We've got Ray Bench. It's this one, I believe. And then round, I think. That's right. I think it's those. Let me triple check. Hipster Reserve, round frame. Yeah, I think it's those ones. Okay. Bit of a painful one, this. I guess we technically don't need... If we're going to woods, we don't need that, really. Let's stick those in there, because they're actually a little bit expensive. Not really, but a little bit. And then we need one more marker. Whoops. The skier. Because it's in the same area, so we may as well. We'll try and do these ones first. So the gun, I know people were asking. Having a good day? Hello, Skins. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. How'd you keep your stash organised? I mean, it's hard. I don't even keep it that organised, to be honest. I've got an updated M4 with level 3 traders. Not yet. No one's really using it like that. Are you still using class 5? Not 100%, but mostly. Saving or selling wind chimes? I'm actually selling them right now. Can't you hand insert good? I can, but I've got one that's partly damaged, so I want to use that one. To like damage it a bit more. Take the SVD to woods? I probably should. Oh, let me show you the stats. Even as you can't do much in terms of modding with the M6, it's still quite expensive. Yes, and that's partly because of this suppressor, which is 60k. I tried to do this barter at Skier. Oh, is that at Skier 3? Oh, I thought it was at Skier 4. It's actually at Skier 3. These are like 36k, so that makes it a lot cheaper for the suppressor. We were talking about something the other day, which is about... Oh, it was this one, wasn't it? It was the Baskak, which is like slightly better for recoil, but you lose a load of ergo. So I decided to stick with the ATP for now. Even though it's a bit more expensive. You could go like this way. Like this is slightly cheaper. I mean, you don't need to buy these either, really. And like, yeah, you could change the handguard, but... Like, this build should cost you... And I'm going to ignore the laser light on the side, because that also depends on you, right? It depends. It's not, like, core to the build. And ignore mags as well. You normally get these with the gun. So what did I actually buy? I bought the gun. This we just have to add 30. So the actual mods that I bought was 50k. It's like 83k with the suppressor. Maybe a bit higher than that. 85k, let's say. Depends on when you buy your Ravens. And then the weapon. But that, I think that's the issue. The NCX is like 90k. So it ends up being like 170, even relatively cheaply. And I X'd out some bits. It's just not very cheap. That's the issue. It's just not very cheap. So yeah, the question is, should we just SVD it up? I feel like yes for woods. I kind of didn't want to move away from the MCX particularly for this stream, but I think like given that we're now going to woods, I feel like we kind of have to. Where are these 10 rounders? Apparently I've got a bunch of 10 rounders hidden somewhere. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. I don't know where they were, but we found them. One other thing I wanted to do. So we got prep of 4. And that means we can use... It's out of stock! No! No! They're all out of stock. Everything's out of stock. Jesus, okay. Well, I have to just use what we got then. Got 11 PS. We'll use that in our main gun. And we've got mostly LPS and T46. So we'll go like this then. And I will actually repair this guy. Time. No, that's not what I meant. Oh no, did I screw it up again? Ah, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! There we go. Some T46 as well, which we'll just have there at the back just because why not? We'll just take all this, I think. And we're kind of heavy, but is what it is. Right, so we'll use this for doing woods. I think this is a better idea. We've got to try and do all of these quests. Right, let's see. Woods it is. Probably better off going at night, honestly. Never mind. It is what it is. Right. There's a lot of chat. Could you show how advanced your skills are? It's my first one. I don't know if I handle it properly. I don't have that high. I'm like, what am I? 13 endurance and strength, I think. I'm not that high. I don't really max them that well, usually. You know, you could lose rep. Oh, man. Well, not most stock, because I can't buy the butt pad. And I can't be bothered to do the barter for SOT mod, just to do that. Don't go with larger handguard. It's like 1% recoil. It doesn't really matter that much. More importantly, the Bascac looks awful and you lose star points. True. MCX is definitely fun, but yeah, I think the gun itself should be like 60k. Might be cheap if you go with a non-functional MCX base. No, because you still have to buy the barrel and everything. Like, it's just... They just need to fix this 800 RPM bounce, the initial bounce. Like, once we see the changes to recoil or the recoil updates that they're going to do, once we see some of those things, it'll be interesting. But I don't know. Yo, Ice Grenade. What's up? Always love the podcast. Never got to catch a stream. Best luck to you, mate. Thank you, Sullivan. Any good 9mm ammo worth using? Basically PvP is basically pretty much it, really. Why not roll 20 rounders with Power 4? Ah, yes, I forgot that I'd unlocked that. We only unlocked it at the end of last stream, I think. That's the reason why. Punisher Part 6, we're going to do a little bit of it. We need to do some more wood stuff, so I thought we may as well take the SVD because we haven't finished Punisher Part 6. I want to be using the MCX, really, and maybe the AKMs or the 103s. With the PP round, just to kind of give it a go. But we need XP, so that's why we swapped over to the SVD for at least this one. Finally able to see a live stream. Thanks, Caleb. Do you know the best way to level recoil control, weapon control? You should just like, well, it should just be mag dumping. Like recoil control is just mag dumping. Weapon, like the weapon masteries themselves, are like the actual weapons ones. I think you have to get hits with them. It's the same as with snipers. So you can reload for like assault rifle skills. It's the same as sniper skills. So you reload or get hits. There's basically the two ways. But recoil control should just be shooting in general. You don't need to hit, I don't think. Opinion on the RD-74? I think it's really good. Once you get to it, it's one of the best guns in the game, in my opinion. It's very, very usable. I think the Mutant is probably slightly better, but the RD is so easy to mod, and the Ergo feels really nice with it on basically all the builds. Just put a Zhukov on it, it's great. Even the wooden stock with the butt pad on it is really good, honestly. Budget M4, G36. Definitely G36, yeah. M4 is good later, but the G36 is just so good straight up. I think it's good. Which new ammo? We were using CBJ. We've swapped over to using the SVD for a minute, just because like I basically have to go to woods, and I didn't want to use the MCX on woods. But hopefully, if we get this set of stuff done, then we'll be able to switch back to doing the MCX on some other maps. Hello there. I was looking for a guide how the scopes and sights are working on different distances in different situations, like less than 50 or 100, running player, walking player. Did not find a guide for that. You mean kind of like leading targets and stuff? The tricky one. I have a whole guide on zeroing from a while back, because zeroing's weird in Tarkov, but I don't have anything about leading, because that's like really, really distance dependent. I feel like that's, I don't know, it's so technical, it's almost just worth, yeah, I think you just almost just have to learn it, right? You have to just experience it and try to learn it. Where are we? Okay, we're up here. Now, the first one is down here, actually. You don't get any recoil control for single fire. Oh, you do. You do. But you just, it's per bullet, right? Is more what I mean. You get a bit of recoil control for each bullet. So, yeah, it'll take a lot longer on single. Back on the crack cane. DPI and sense. I think I'm running. I actually checked my settings. There was something that I didn't think it was on. I'm 0.5 in game, and I think I run 800, either 800 or 1200. I'm pretty sure I'm 800. When I checked last time, it was something weird. I changed mouse, and then I just like fiddled around with stuff, so it wasn't what I used to think it was. RD's a laser. Yeah, it's not as lasery as the Mutant, but the vertical recoil, sorry, the horizontal recoil on the RD is like non-existent. So it's so good. Watch your video on the HCO, but really didn't see much of a problem. It's like you can see it shining. The one thing that was a bit tricky about like the showcase of how glowy the reticle is, it didn't encode very well. It's like it's hard to see through the encoding on YouTube, if you know what I mean. Like when you see it in game, it's like perfect, right? Best one times? Oh, I think it's the XPS 03 or whatever. I think it has to be those. Okay, so we've done the first one from Blood of War. So now we want to go to. I want to do all of those fuel ones first. Do I want to do the fuel ones first? Actually, maybe not. Now we want to go to the second one, which is the one by the plane. Someone was telling, for example, the voodoo scope, the player is 100 meters, you should lead and shoot the target at the edge of the reticle. I don't know. I actually don't really know. I would feel that at 100 meters, I would feel that would be too much of a lead. I don't know. Addicted to this game. Depends on ammo. It does. All of these kind of shoot this in a very similar way for SVD. So I think it kind of matters a bit less. Oh yeah, here's the skills. 13. Oh no, that's actually boosted by 1. So this should be 12. This is 13. What else do we like? Assault rifles 5, recoil control 5. Right. What are we actually doing here? We're doing. I'm getting super distracted just talking about stuff. So we are going to the plane crash Yeah, so it's actually just over here. So if we trundle ourselves down spine, should be alright. Do you use any good websites for maps? I just use the wiki. I always just use the wiki maps. Depends on running speed and relative direction. This is true. Different PMCs have different speeds depending on their strength, but I wouldn't worry too well. I mean, obviously, like running direction, it depends. Like if they're running at a 45-degree angle away from you. I'm gonna probably just leave that scav there. It's a bit of a distraction. He's gonna be our little like radar beacon. But yeah, if somebody's running at 45 degrees, obviously, like if someone's running away, you don't have to lead it left to right. Well, so much for the radar beacon. I think Shturman's actually here, by the way. Big bada boom. Gotta keep our eyes peeled a little. See, there are a lot of ways that you could move around the map with the MCX and it would kind of be fine, but there's just some situations on woods where it's really, really, really awkward to have such a short range gun. Map Genie's pretty good. Yeah, I don't think it is good. It is good. I don't think there's any need to pay. I think the wiki are trying to slowly get there so that they're like in the same position as Map Genie, so that no one has to pay for anything. I think because like reserve is locked, I think, on Map Genie. I feel like you're just better off as I don't know. Like it's fine, but I feel like you're better off going like the Tarkov market route and just having like maybe I don't know what you could do extra. Maybe some of the filters you could pay for or something. Like do Patreon or whatever. Like locking the whole map off, it just feels kind of like I don't know. I don't really like it. I don't really like the approach so much, but like I get it, you know. These people do work on stuff they want to get some remuneration. That's fair. Think about arm stamina. It stops people holding angles indefinitely. I think it's okay as a mechanic. Fun, friendly gathering at the woods. It is indeed. Paid for it, I think it costs that much. I can't remember what it even costs, to be honest. But there's something that feels better about, to me at least, about like... Hey look, there you go. Immunity leveled up because the negative debuff from the max energy disappeared. Interesting, isn't it? No, I don't know. There's something that feels better about like, oh, you can use like some of the features, but you get extra stuff if you're like a patron or whatever. I feel like it just feels nicer having like a patron community thing for it rather than, I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. totally, proper possibility. So there is one more fuel thing, but I think we're going to go and try and do some of these other ones first. We'll do the like dropping off of the hats and the headscarves and the glasses and yada yada yada. We'll try and do all of that next because it's kind of on the way. We're not right at the beginning of the raid, so hopefully people won't be crossing straight away. Okay, so there's more scavs up there. You know that there's nobody up by the spine, which is good. That's why we wanted to leave the scav up there for now. I don't have like you could forgo a little bit of XP, but it gives me a little bit of comfort that there's nobody up there, or less people, less likely to be someone up there. Never say never. And I'm guessing all these guys are inside. Sometimes I find the video just a bit big. Well, that was a scav running up there. Use only to check prices. If you really need to, you can use Tarkov.dev to check prices. Got a good website for that stuff. That's free completely, is Tarkov.dev. That's got like loads of cool things. Tarkov.dev's awesome. It's got like hideout profit, barter profit, like a little sort of 7-day item chart. Like Tarkov Market is really, really good, but Tarkov.dev kind of gives you like a little snapshot. It doesn't give you like all the information like Tarkov Market does, but it's enough for like 99% of things you want to do. They tried the picture and thing with game tracking, couldn't pay the bills. Oh. Well, there you go. Maybe that's why then. Maybe that's the reason. I mean, you look, it's hard to do this stuff. It's tricky. Tarkov Market's got like 1 billion people as Patreons, though. As patrons. It's a funny thing. Monetizing these things. It's not easy. And some things monetize really well, and loads of people go and do them, and then... Ow. Where's this dude? Did a very good job avoiding me. Whoa. Where's he gone? Whoa, it suddenly became way more visible all of a sudden. The sun shone. Always feel unsafe here? Yeah, I know what you mean. People like to sit in the rocks and do all sorts of funny stuff, don't they? Yeah, that's why adrenaline's good. Perfectly shows why adrenaline is a good stim. You get a bit of HP. And then it goes away. Wouldn't let that guy live. Well, that's why we're trying to do this. I don't know where he is exactly. So we're trying to do a big old loop around. Like, I want to kill him, but like with the SVD, you can't just really like push in. It's not really a push in and kill them kind of gun. Like you're asking to get a headshot if you do that. At least that's how I feel about it. Adrenaline is good these days now that the painkiller effect is so like brutal. Just using the edge. Ooh. Rubbish. They player scouts or what? I almost thought I heard something then. How's your armor holding up? Pretty good, yeah. I don't know what he was shooting me with. Nothing particularly powerful. I don't really know. I hate it when it goes like this. Like, it's so dark! It makes it impossible to see what's going on. Okay, B2's out of stock. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It was indeed out of stock. First time I've actually been able to even try to use BT, and it's not available. Which is just another one of those lovely Tarkov things, isn't it? It's just like, well, you want to use the stuff, but this is where we want to go. We want to do the, well, I need to plant a thing there, and I need to plant some stuff on the beach. That's what we need to do, in theory. I don't know where this dude is, but... Oh no, there he is. Oh, got no arm stamina. Hope he comes back. I guess we'll see him running across the road. Or across the front of the beach, I imagine. Shturman. I guess we will anyway. The SVD is one of those guns you feel like you kind of need to lie down with. You almost have to. It is possible to be shot from the other side, but... Oh. Wait, hold on. Who's getting shot in here? Someone's getting shot at. Are they getting shot at by Shturman? They had the glasses on. They had the funny glasses on so that you could see their eyes. They're behind this rock somewhere. Showed his head left side, I know. He was getting shot at by somebody else. There was like dust clouds being like popping up. Where would the dust clouds be coming from? Oh. Wait, that's a scav. I think that's a scav. I don't think that's a player. God, it's like impossible to see. The scav behind this rock here? Oh. Where did that shot come from? That looked like super wild. Where's our man? Where is he? What time is it anyway? 21? How's our energy and stuff? Okay. Ah, now we're cooking a bit more. Sturmy Guards found him. It looks like it, yeah. But I don't know where he is, and I don't know where they are now. Can we even... This is a bit of an awkward raid, isn't it? Can we even... I wonder if we could see Shturman. Yeah. To like try and scour. I feel slightly nervous about not looking this way. But... Ah, that's easier. I can't even look up properly. There we go. Ah, that's our player. I'm pretty sure. Or is that Sturmy Guard? Problem with all this is you can only really see when the sun comes out. Like, when the sun's not out, it's just impossible to see anything. It must be an AI, because they're taking forever to like come out. Oh man, can we see anything? Can we see Shturman? Oh. Oh, it's a scav gang. Interesting. That is a player, surely. That is a player, yeah. I can't hit him while he's on the run like that, though, really. Was that a collat? It was, yeah. Like, as soon as I let this guy know I'm here, he's going to be on to me. But Shturman is down there somewhere. Like, where has a sightline over this rock? Move forward slightly so that the grass doesn't get in the way as much. Oh, I can't because I need to be able to look up so I can shoot him if he comes out. He's like right behind there, our player. Real shame. Use the razor for eliminate fog. Is that just a bug? I don't think that. Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing. Surely, like, Shturman must be like, I don't know. What the hell? What's going on here? Shturman like right up there. I'm using the voodoo. Or is it someone else using the SVD? Like a loud SVD. What do you think? I'm confused. I don't know what's happening. And video eliminates grass in sight? Yeah, it does, yeah. To some extent. This is very weird. I think, because I don't just like stroll in there with my voodoo and SVD. I'm going to run out of food and stuff soon. Did they get taken out by Shturman, like here? Again, I wish it was just slightly better visibility, because this sucks. Did you bring your Wi-Fi camera? Oh wait, hold on, it's a Wi-Fi camera, not a... I brought one of these. A marker. Not a Wi-Fi camera, I'm stupid. Oh well. Never mind. Always the way. With the Wi-Fi camera, bait and switch every time. Scav gang might have food. True. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What is that? Where did the scav boyos go? Are they all in here? Or are they somewhere else? Are they there? That's one. Oh, there they are. I think. Oh, great. Let's have a look. Guess we need to be in it. Be next to the fan? We'll have a look. Okay, that's from in there. It should be okay. Shouting about something inside the camp. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is such a cursed food. Grenade. This comes in handy. Love a good grenade, don't we? Where were the other ones? Were these the three that I killed? Or not? Because I shot two of them in the same place. Path to max. 12 minutes. Well, we have to give this a try. Either which way, I feel. That me or somebody else rustling around? I think that was me rustling. Doing a bit of a rustle. Merely rise. And slightly cursed. Oh, look at the visibility now. It's beautiful. It's beautiful out. Ooh. Ah, we got him. Phew. All right, well, look, worst case scenario, we'll use the SJ12 to get this done. Obligated viewers to take this guy out? Yeah. This is where he was before. What the hell happened over here? I'm so very confused. Put on the laser. Oh, it was several sets of people. Oh, I see. Well, someone else would have taken all the food, I imagine. Huh. By the way, gas analyzer, nice. Oh, and someone here. Huh. I see. I'm starting to understand what happened here. It was an SVT we heard. Hopefully, maybe these guys got some food. Maybe. Wow. Did you not, sadly? Rat Cola Gamer. I'm going to try and plant these things first before we do anything else. And now we die. And now we get headshot. Why did he peek that? I think he didn't know where I was shooting from. So he like went through and then tried to lose whoever was firing at him. It was me. And then peeked from a different angle. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily bad. It depends on where he thought I was shooting from, to be fair. Shacks have food. What to do with fan-made LEDX? Keep it so that when you get to level 35, you can get your thick items case. That's what I would do with the LEDX. So if you get to Med Station 3 first, buy one so that you don't use up your Find and Raid one. Yeah, the quest where you have to just like stand in the middle of nowhere for the longest time are just awful. I'm pretty sure we have outskirts. I bloody hope so. Usually smoke the pier. I mean, it kind of worked out in our favour in some ways. Great stuff on the Flechette Piranha. Yeah, I mean, I was interested in lots of people were, to be fair. Stick with the Flechettes? Yes. That is the best way. This is the way. I need to watch more Mandalorian. I'm watching Season 3 at the moment. It's very good. Found one on Woods. Didn't want to do with it. I would keep it for that, for level 35. For it's called... God, I can never remember the quest. There we go. Yeah, we are outskirts. Thank God for that. So we can go up and loot this guy, actually, because we're kind of close. Unfortunately, I didn't bring the Wi-Fi camera, so I can't do this bit, which is sad. Oh, actually, there was one more thing that I wanted to do, wasn't there? Ah, this is the SVD guy. Here we go. Makes sense now. I understand. Right. Where's the food? Where's the food, baby? Give me the food. Where's the food? Oh my god. Aha. Oh, I screwed this up by not putting it in my... There we go. Wow, a razor. Holy moly. Kinda stacked up here. I mean, I guess we can swap to this, and then we can go for. Right. Afternoon, Frank. Hello. We just had a pretty big raid. We're saved. We are indeed saved. I was wondering if you could vibe your big customer out of curiosity or chemical part 4. Which trade would be easiest to recover rep with? You need to have a look at what you actually need to buy. So therapist is keys, Frapor is grenades, which can be easy. You can buy them off the flea. You can buy the keys off the flea too, to be fair. But skier is just like 1,000,000 rubles, so skier costs a lot of money. Economically and XP-wise, the best choice is Frapor. We literally just did this, because you get the 2 ammo boxes and they sell for 1,000,000. In theory, you could use that 1,000,000 to pay skier off if you've got, a regular version of the game and not EOD, and you need the skier rep. You get an injector case for therapist, but I think you may as well just buy one and sell the 2 ammo cases that you get from Frapor these days. That tends to be the better choice. But yeah, like it depends on... I'm not sure how much all the keys are worth, so go and see what all the keys are worth. Frapor's one, if you can buy the grenades from Peacekeeper, then it's a lot cheaper to do the makeup quest with Frapor and maybe therapist, depending on what the keys of value is. Because skier is just a fixed 1,000,000. If you have EOD, you don't really need to do it, though. You don't really need to pay him off. Not really. It's not strictly necessary. Last wipe, I waited until I had like loads of money, and when I did it, I had nothing else to really spend it on. And I just thought, well, fine. You can still get to like level 4 with skier pretty straightforwardly. What a raid! Well, you know what? The patience paid off. We spent a lot of time watching, but it was good. Make a difference if you eat from containers or bodies rather than your inventory? Nah. Poor guy lost a lot of stuff. He did. He did. Need to get an injector case today. Never had one before. They're incredibly powerful. And I bought mine. 205 meter headshot. That ain't bad. I will take that. It's a shame that this doesn't count for Shooterborn in Heaven anymore. You have to use a bolty. But, yep. You know. Pretty chonky raid. Oh, the guy was shooting me with... Oh, he was the guy... Yeah, so this guy was shooting me with L191. That is the P90/FN57 bullet. And I think the final guy that we killed was the guy we fought right at the start. I can't believe I got killed by my favourite talk of YouTube. I'm the SVDS guy. Hello! Okanut. I'm pretty sure that we had a fight right at the beginning. I was the one who fought you next to the like little sniper Overwatch section. We fought way before, and I did a huge flank all the way around to the extract, and I was just like watching you fight dudes. I think you killed all these guys, right? Wait, no, so A12 Zephyr? A12 Zephyr, who's this? What was your in-game? Okanut. You killed this scimitar guy. I wonder who these other people were then. You killed 5? Who's this dude? Yeah, and then you had the 5.7 here, this thing. And I think we got shot at with this. Which is why I didn't do too much to the Bagari, but like that's why I had like leg and arm damage all over the place. Had great aim through the bushes. I wasn't sure if we were going to get you at the end. It was unlucky because you ran down, and I waited a little bit until you were out of cover, and then I fired. I'm not sure what kind of damage I did to you, but as you ran up into the wood camp, I was just like, oh, we're just done for here. Like, I'll just look over here in case you peek out. And I guess you didn't know where I was shooting from, so you carried on past the wood pile and like looked out the other side, and I shot you through there. But yeah, you had a really good aim. Sorry, that was Saki talking. Yeah, you had good aim shooting me with the P9 with this thing. I like couldn't see you at all, and you hit me loads of times, but because I had the big rig on, and it didn't hit me in the head, then like that could have been game over for me pretty easily. It didn't black anything either. What's the damage on L191? Is it quite low? 53? Okay, so I got quite lucky. Like 2 hits from that would have blacked any limb. But yeah, just the way it is. The way it goes. Just the way it goes. Well, GG's. Any insight on sound settings, keeping footsteps loud while protecting ears from loud gunshots? I have a program that I use called Sound Lock. All it does is it just caps really noisy sounds and stops them from playing at the full volume. It's just like a limiter. It's not a compressor or anything, it's just a limiter. Oh, there we go, we've got our ammo cases now. Nice. I lost an arm, and after that I had to fight 2 more guys. Ah, I hit you in the arm, and then yeah, you fought these guys. The guy with the there was a dude with the SVT. I thought you were Shturman, by the way. I thought you were Shturman for a long time. Did I actually hit you in the head? Hit you there first, but your helmet tanked it? And that's the value of class 4 helmets. L191 won't go through class 4, pretty much ever. Right, so we did this one. Get so much XP for this one. We've got Sales Night. Extract science, interchange 7 times. Oh my god. Oh, and now this beautiful one. Spinning 3 raids fully geared, level 4 armor, been head eyes, first shot from 100 meters. Oh boy. That sucks. That sucks. It happens though. I had like a really, really rough string of luck the other day, and it was just terrible. Not much you can do about it, eh? Not much you can do. Do people ever buy these? I guess. Probably quite rare. No, these are all like, you know, friendly guy specials. And Tulu, actually. I know Tulu loves a good sniping hat. You know, that's actually really cheap. I wonder if I'm going to do an experiment, see whether it's actually even worth just bartering for the Packer and selling it back to Ragman. Nearly. It was like break even. I was just sort of intrigued. Right, let's put all these away. That's a lot of tags. I wasn't expecting these guys to have so many tags on them. Actually, nuts. Will Soundlock stop the airdrops from blowing my eardrums up? Probably not, because that's more like a sort of big long rumble that's quite loud, but it's not like a spiky loud noise, so it probably won't actually. What do we use? We used SG6 as well, didn't we? Is this worth doing a minute? 2 of these, 1 of them? Yeah, it probably is. Okay. Right, so I guess we got to try and get rid of some of these things. So Razor, Aquamari. I'm so glad that you had food, Mr. Ocker. Stash has gone up 15 million value. 20 PMCs with the VPO. Is that the Balti? They're so good. Glad I could help. I did not know I got shot from when you killed me. Yeah, I didn't think you would know. That was the only saving grace that we had. I was like, maybe he doesn't know. maybe we're going to be able to get an opportunity after all. He doesn't know. He doesn't know where we're at. Okay, let's maneuver some of these things down. Get a bit of space up top. Got like gaps down here that's causing me issues. There we go. That feels a little bit better. Oh yeah, we need to sell that to you. Yeah, you go. Get rid of that, and then let's have a look at this. Yeah, so they just sell the same price like that. We've got a ton of junk here. This and this, the SVT stuff. And there, this 5.7. Yeah, I wasn't running a docks case, was I? I decided we didn't need to for that last raid. Oh, no, we didn't do the last one of these either. We need to do the fuel one again. We need to do... Okay, we need to actually run woods a second time. Bop, 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 bop. I need to get back down onto the damned dock. Right. Doesn't need repairing, really. Repair this. Won't take that. Go with my M32s. Get rid of this. And that. Yeah, and then we'll sell this. Okay. Okay. Things are looking up. Things are looking up. Now these TNT bricks, I always just tend to keep them because for some reason I always seem to get dailies for them. I don't know why. Yes, we need to mark one. Okay, so we need to mark one more of those things. I'll repair this again. The guy repairs really well, in fairness. We need to mark one more of the little fuel majiggers. And then we need to go and put the camera back. Right. I didn't use the presets this time, but I think we're okay. I have to eat and drink for sure. Four of those, and 30 of those, and a little bit more, 5 of them, 4 of them. Right, that's 2 things. With this, get rid of these. That. That. We'll sell the RD. Nice. Right, so we're good to go. Oh, we need one more. Yeah, we do need a max energy. This also just helps a little with metabolism too. Right. Let's do this. Yeah, we'll go early. It's fine. Hopefully we'll be able to get in and out a bit more quickly this time. Yeah, it'll do. Any tips to get better at Tarkov? Depends on what your stage of progression is, to be honest. It really depends. Is a fair fan CRD for Government Swiss 17 purchasable on the flea? It is, but it is not on the flea. Because everyone's bought them and they're not enough in raid. I'm also stuck there, so you basically need to get to Peacekeeper 4. Pretty much. It's kind of what we're doing now. As soon as I get to Peacekeeper 4, I can then finish the rest of Gunsmith. Well, up until the new ones. I feel like BSG removed scouts from the chalets and lighthouse. Really? Did you see my message about the fleet? It's a good one to know. What did you say? Oh, the cat figure. Buy for less than the flea and sell therapist. More often sells out over 39, but buys sometimes for high 20s. Not bad moneymaker. That's funny. Usually those things get like arbed out by people normally. There's a couple of really good barters actually when you get higher level. Like with Prapor 4, you can barter for the ash and just sell that straight to mechanic. The dog tag case, you can normally just do the barter from Jaeger and sell it straight back to therapist. There's quite a few good ones. We're staking in max energy to every raid. I mean, it's up to you. Like, it doesn't matter that much. I mean, am I going to get max immunity? I mean, hell no. I'm at level 3 immunity, but I'm just doing it anyway just to see where we get to. I wish there's about 50 items to make money. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot, actually. Now, you can make it with, make money with Splab Tarzans, even. There's quite a few. You'll catch the flea trick. I think they've patched it already. Would you like using your scav case, Intel, Moonshine, or Reballs? I like using Moonshine if I'm trying to get like quest items or capper items. Otherwise, I just tend to use Reballs, to be honest. Some keys make bank. There's a key worth 1 mil. I could offer buy 50k on this. What do you mean? Is there a list of the new most recent patch? I think it's just technical fixes. I don't think there's anything special. I don't believe. So a guy on YouTube with like 151 points from Flea Camera or whatever. Yeah, you were able to sell things in packs. And to like exploit the system basically. But you can't do it now. I don't think you can. I think they've reverted it maybe or done whatever. Like the way it worked was when you sell something as a pack, say you sell like 10 pieces of ammo, you sell it for 10 times the price. All as one pack. And it was calculating the flea rep as if you sold all of those items at that like 10 times the price. So you could sell something like, I don't know, 10545 PP. And it'd be 100 times the price and it would give you like crazy flea rep was the issue. But I don't think it works now. But yes, there's some dude who had like 8 slots and 151 flea rep. And he was like level 30. Mark, he sells a therapist for 945k. People stick it on the flea sometimes. Haha, that's nice. That is good. They patched it yesterday? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh, you know what? This is ballsy, but we're going to just try and do it. Straight up. Because we only have to do one item. We just got the camera to do. But this might get us killed. But we shall see. What up with the same level? Hey, Plet, how's it going, man? Yeah, I typically don't like giga grind the game after the first 2 weeks or so. I tend to play a lot and then I like scale it back to like my usual schedule. Interesting if the rep would be rolled back. I wouldn't have thought so. Done with long raid. I hate long raid. It takes me forever doing long raid. No packet loss. You got Shturman. Doesn't that only happen at 38? I don't know if the rules have changed for woods, but oh, he is here. There's like sky nades going off over there. But let's try to sneak in. That would be Shturman's guards fighting somebody from up that angle. Let's see if we can just make this happen. Oh boy. That sure is a spicy one. Some of those airburst mortars, dude. Honestly, when you get like airburst grenaded, it's so infuriating. I've had it happen before. It sucks. We did it. I do technically need to kill Shturman, but I mean, he's fighting somebody else, and I kind of want to get the other quest done. But... we could try to go in and... Nah. Nah. I think I'm alright, actually. Some good old gunning happening. God, that was quite close. Oh. I wonder where that guy's going. I'm feeling kind of stealthy today, though. I don't necessarily want to be involved in this fight. A lot of people coming down. That guy's got a full auto gun as well. He's got like an MP whatever, MP7 or something. You need the Punisher kills? Oh, true, I do. You're quite right, I do. You're quite right. Does sound like Shturman's dead, I would say. Well, I nearly scuffed that up, didn't I? Why did he run there? I don't know. Nearly made it bad, but MP7 guy, we'll see. And how many more we've got? 5, okay. I mean, it is slow going on other maps. Look like we're surprised. I think so. That's someone. Oh, wait. I've still got to do this circle. I don't actually want to do this quest like right now. No, this is someone else. Oh no, it's MP7 guy. It is. It is. The wholesale plunder. I love it. Got in there. Oh, BT. Subsonics. Yeah. Subsonics are kind of meh, aren't they? There you go. I missed you planting your camera. No, I brought the camera. Yeah, it was. I did it at the beginning. We ran across and planted it straight away. Oh, this guy's doing Punisher 5 or something, I think. Okay, well, I'll top load with the BT. I'll move the LPS out because I can buy this otherwise. I mean, I guess we looted before. We'll do this. JSP better? JSP is better. I guess he's killed someone else. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Good question. It's a good question. Well. Now we are Omega Heavy. Again. So I could plant this one, but then it means I have to come back and do the other thing. I think what I'm going to do is go... I'm going to go and do my final fuel one. Because I want to do that one first. I haven't... The marked circles one is like a different quest. It's for Peacekeeper. Yeah, I've only got one marker left, so I want to do the fuel one. Because that one gives you like a ton more XP than that one. I guess it wasn't his MP7. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, it probably wasn't. Do I have to use the mule again? Surely not. Literally, I just need to get behind there and down to outskirts. Mule worth. You know, we got tons of money, so let's just do it. We need to be utilizing this. And then we'll just leave. I mean, we're close to the exit, but... do we need SJ6? No, not really. Yeah, not really. We're okay just with the mule. This is... Oh, and a miner. Go over them. 314? No, I didn't even bother. Did you rebuy mule? I actually did, yeah. Alright, so we should be able to just go around here. This is one of the beauties about getting the extract, which is over by the RUAF exit, because if you run across the beach, you'll basically buy your exfil, which is very handy. Because Woods has got that kind of weird U-shape to it. And Outskirts is pretty much always an extract, unless you really do spawn at Outskirts itself. Thanks for all the YouTubers for running the G36 a whole wipe after your episode. It kicks like crazy. It does. It kicks a little bit, and it also kicks ass. It's kind of a combo. But it does kick a bit. It's not the, you know, you have to get used to it. But for a cheap gun, I think it performs pretty well. Is this game good now? As long as you don't try to play streets, then you should be okay. This wipe has got less issues than last wipe, but still more issues than we'd like. I'll rip our ears. There's an airdrop coming, guys. Here comes the blowout. Really enjoy watching your slower style. What are your tips for playing stealthy? A lot of it's just like situational awareness kind of stuff. And like in Tarkov, a lot of the time you can win. Is that people fighting in there or here? Okay, no, that's the left at the camp actually. Yes, a lot of it's just like situational awareness. You know, you're just like hearing shots, try to piece that together with what's on the map and trying to figure out like where people might be and just like making sure that you're aggressive when the situation deems it, you know? Like we've done quite a lot of like sneaky and slow play recently, but that's because a lot of the time the situation has kind of required it. But there are definitely times when being aggressive is better. For sure. So you want to like mix and match those playstyles to try and just like maximize your outcome, really. So it's I don't know. Everyone plays differently. I think. Like I wouldn't necessarily try to. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily try to like copy anyone's style or anything. But yeah, I mean like playing sort of like slower is easier in some ways, but like tactically and situationally, you also have to think about it because you need to know like where people might be and blah blah blah, because it means that you're moving slower on the map, so you're actually more of a target. So if you don't know the areas very well, usually better just running through, right? If you don't have like a really good spot to wait in, I like running from like one place to another that I know that are kind of safe and covered or whatever. That's usually a good method. Like you sort of just hop from one place to the next. You know, it's like good cover. And then you can try and make your next decision from there. And that tends to work quite well for me. It's hard to say. Loot is never yours. You only borrow. True. Only for you be his life. It is the weapon du jour. That's for sure. Certainly a good gun. Oh, what's those hidden stats at work again? Oh, well, the hidden stats. Back in my day, there was 3 guns. No, to be fair, I actually didn't start Tarkov like the OGs. I don't have an alpha armband. I don't know. No, I'm not sure when that would have been. I must have missed the boat by like 2 years or something. I started playing after the fleet. Oh. Landmines. I started playing after the fleet, but before Reserve got added. So Reserve wasn't in the game when I started to play. I did plant the thing, didn't I? Changed my mindset to set priorities, extracting over saving some money. Yeah. I agree. I agree. Bio Gigatube. Have to be nuts not to wear headphones every raid? Oh yeah. Always wearing headphones. It's crazy now. Since I don't have level 2 traders, is it even worth suppressing the SVD? The parts to do it on the flea are so expensive. It depends. Like, everybody knows what the SVD sounds like, is one issue. So it depends on whether you want... Like, that might be good for Punisher, right? Because people might flock to you, or avoid you. On Woods, people will... If you go to the road camp, if you go to the sawmill and you fire the SVD, people will often think that Shturman has at least a chance of being there. So that can draw people in. It depends on what you want. It depends on whether you are playing around being loud or not. If you play around it, it can be good. Right, what do we get for that? Oh, more bags. Okay, well, that's fine, I suppose. These bags are workable. Oh yeah, that can actually go in there, amazingly. Double troopers, but to be honest, find and raid troopers, baby, they're getting sold, man. They're good on the flea. Look at that. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. It's because people use them for the barter for the slicks, but even still, it's also because they're like the best class 4. The best class 4 armor. Is it worth 130k? I don't think so. Like, yeah, the durability is good, but by the time that it's got to half HP, it acts like a class 3. So the trooper's fine. The trooper's still got 60 out of 80, but you're dead. That's usually the issue I find with it. Really, all this comes down to hidden stats, dispersion, convergence. Yep. Basically. D2 was a mistake. Old Reserve gameplay was goated. It was, actually. I wish that there was a way to force people out of the bunker. That's what I wish. You know, you pull another lever and the whole thing like fills with water or something after 5 minutes. Like flood the. No, it's not even rats. Like, it's people just like Chad playgrounding down there, but above ground becomes a little bit dull. Best map for Salabers. I mean, I normally say woods. Med camp. You can kind of find them anywhere. Customs, crack house. There's lots of different. You just have to keep hitting med spawns. Reserve's not bad for them either. Reserve can be quite good if you hit the actual med spawns for them. It's like alright. Oh, I was going to show you this cheeky barter. It's Prapor. It's Prapor 4, so I don't know. Like, most people won't be able to get to it straight away, but this one's decent. If you go to Prapor 4 and then you go to grab an Ash 12, this thing. These are normally a lot cheaper than what the guy sells for. So like MCBs, well, 25k for that one. And then wires, I mean, I've just got like wires around, but they're about, what, 10, 12k, something like that. And then this package sells to mechanic for 79k. So that usually just makes money outright, which is nice. All right, 2 words. Look at this. We're cracking out. Look at this. Those things suck. Max energy we'll use ourselves. Subsonic we're going to sell. I don't like subsonic anymore. I will actually keep the ULAC. I do like those ULACs. Look at this. It's a car kit enjoy. Fantastic. This is kind of broken. Is it worth repairing? It probably is. Am I going to run that myself? I'm running a lot of class 5 now, though. It's a tough ask to run class 4 now at this point, I find. How heavy is this? Is this really heavy? 0.9? Oh, it's actually really light. Oh. Interesting. Well, maybe we'll use it then. Maybe I'll just sell this one. I don't like these bags that much. They don't fit into other stuff properly and they just make life hard. Right, MP7. This is all subsonic. This is crazy.
Heck yeah. You deserve every bit of it. Doing an amazing job, my sir.
Thank you, Kibacha. Thank you for the Prime, man. Thank you for the 3 months. Appreciate the support, dude. Appreciate it. Right, we've upgraded ourselves to a Salewa. And some BT. It's already out of stock. Holy moly. FMJ. This guy's got like salad magazines, which is fine, but they're just kind of weird ammo. Right, let's stick these 2 just down in here. Sort this out. Put that over there. Did I get the thing from Ragman? I did, right? Yeah. I have to do this stashing thing. Oh, that was what the Gazelle was for. Never mind. Well, it doesn't need to be damaged, but I should have kept the old one. Interesting strat. Take off the suppressor, fire a 3-round burst, lurk around the sawmill. Yeah, I mean, you could do that. It definitely works. You can also do it with a teammate as well. You can send a friend into one of the little huts and just get them to fire inside the middle. Wearing a trooper's guaranteed stomach shot, indeed. I'm sad I never got to experience reserve without D2. It was cool, actually. What if the bunker system opens after a certain time? That would be fun, too. Or you have to go and like press a button to open it up or something like that. Ah, the library. Install. There we go. We get 15 extra raid XP now. You have to get to like memory, which is just a really weird skill. Does the air filter still exist? It does. Right. So our stash is just getting full of junk. We're going to swap over, and maybe we'll play some interchange. We're going to swap over to... back to the MCX. Are we going to be... We're probably going to be overweight again, though, so I feel like maybe we swap out from the Bagari. What other armor have I actually got? Maybe I'm actually probably going to keep the Bagari on because I think on interchange you end up with some other like close range fights. I need another mule. Injectors, get the mule out. Let's go. 120k, but I mean, the thing is, it's expensive, but is it really? I think that's the question that I always have to ask myself. It's like, oh, it's 120,000 rubles. Like, yeah, it's a lot of rubles in game, but like, does it actually cost that much? Really, like in the grand scheme of things, given how much you make per raid, typically for a survived raid, like Probably isn't actually that much. Get rid of this. And especially, there's also like a cost that is hard to sort of quantify, which is the fact that you managed to do more raids because you got out earlier. Maybe we'll just buy that. Yeah, maybe we'll just keep those. I think it's the gold chains that are expensive, the expensive part of this, but it allows you to do the gazelle barter, so we'll keep them for now. I mean, that'll do. Where's my bullet? CBJ. I always feel like we need another mag. We've been running out of mags. With the 30s, we're just like running out constantly. Ammo. If we're going kind of... we're going kind of kitted. I hate that where the cursor skips. It goes in the wrong place. It's annoying. This is the one for customs, but I guess like it will do. We like the green. This is like the green. We need a green bag really, but okay. Okay, we'll eat a drink a little bit, and then we'll go in. What time is it? 3:30. Okay, we've still got a bit of time. Still got a little bit of time. That on. I wonder if what was the weight limit? No, we're still overweight no matter what we do really with this kit, just because it just is. What's the purpose of nerfing subs so much? Yeah, I don't really know. What other stuff do we need to do on Interchange then? Oh yeah, this thing. Stash 2 gazelles. Survive 7 times, fine. Stash these things. Eliminate scavs with the specific gear. Oh, okay. On closed design handbooks. I think this one is just a respirator, right? Yeah, I think it's just a respirator, so we can actually do that while we do other stuff. You need to hand some in for another quest, so I'm not using my Finding Raid one. There we go. So that should allow us to do that. So we technically need to do closed design, and we want to hand in these things. So if we do, what we're gonna do first? Let's just check see if there's any on fence. No. Because I don't really want to wear the gazelle. I mean, we're gonna be so heavy. Otherwise, we're gonna have any armor. I can't take 2 of them in my bag anyway because I've only got a small bag. I mean, I could bring a big bag, but you know, we've got to survive like 7 times, so we'll just do it piece by piece. There's no huge rush. No huge rush. We'll just stick it in and we'll just do them one by one. Be alright. So yeah, survive. Close design, scavs. Okay, let's just get started. Don't want to ensure that. Okay. There's much difference between helmets with the same class? Very little. It's just area coverage, but very little. Class 4 armored rigs become budget kits once you get 5. I agree. Shooterborn on streets. I don't know, like go to Caban and shoot people in the head with the bolt action. Maybe like, how about this? Hide in the Concordia building, which is closest to Caban, and look out of the window with a bolty and shoot people as they're running around in there. That's probably my best piece of advice. I don't know. I haven't done Shooterborn, so I'm not sure. If running class 3 armor to save some money is worth it, what do you think? It depends on how much money you're looking to save. Like, if you're going with a relatively kitted gun and stuff, then it's definitely not worth it. You're better off running class 4. Class 4. Class 3 is for, you know, you've got like a Mosin or like a shotgun and nothing else. It stops you getting killed by scavs. If you're running anything modded at all, I'd go class 4. I use a Colt A2 plus PRS Gen 2 combo along with a longer handguard and one of the base map foregrips. It goes for cheap and gets slow recoil. We can check it out after this raid. Are you still wearing base clothing? I shouldn't be. I did actually buy something else. Maybe it got reset. I purchased something for like 1,000,000 rubles. So I shouldn't be Decontamination not behind anything? I think it's healthcare privacy, I believe. You might be after healthcare privacy, the one where you do the thick case at level 35. I think you might be stuck behind that. Right, so with this quest, I hate having fights around here at the beginning. I think we're just going to wait for a minute in here. Because we're quite overweight because of the whole like gazelle thing. Apartments over the bank in front of the Lexos entrance. At the front entrance, you mean? There's somebody. Oh, the dude's doing minibus. I think. There's the dude's laser. I can't tell whether he's left or right based on his laser position. I can't actually tell. Yeah, we're doing CBJ exactly. Oh, he's left. Where is he? Hmm. It's like up or something. Hmm. Not sure where he went. Oh, whoops. Meant to go outside. Don't know. I mean, I don't really want to fight him, really. I more want to just get my quest done. You buy armor, find it? I usually buy. This one I found. I usually buy, though. Because I tend to want specific pieces, really. That fit my kit in particular. That sounds like exactly where we want to be. Kind of awkwardly. Can't run streets, they like to do some quest lines and items behind it. I do think that that's a bit... It's a bit of a, like, problematic move, isn't it? Does suck a bit, that. I'm nervous about this guy. I don't know where he went. Trial, yeah, just have a look on my about section on my YouTube. You can find it there. How much do you usually spend on armor? I mean, it really depends. It depends on what I want to do. Like, recently I haven't been spending that much on it, but if I'm going for class 4, I don't want to spend more than like 70, 80 really. If I'm going for class 5, then it's kind of whatever. You know, if I want a gazelle, I'll just pay the price, I guess. Like, current, you don't really want to be paying more than 140. Like, everything's got kind of a bit more expensive this wipe. So gazelles, I guess, are like 160 or something. I mean, there's just no... There's no replacement for not getting armor, you know? Just makes life really tough if you don't. So, in certain circumstances. Like, maybe this was up in here, but... No, I might actually be better off over here. In the tree line. Probably harder to see, for a start. I need to get over to the stage to plant my first gazelle. I'm at risk from this... Well, this window, I guess. Most level 4s go for 80 to 140. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't spend anything over 100. I'd either just buy a rat rig or... I'd never buy a trooper or anything like that. Like, once you get to Ragman 3, you have a few more options because you can get the ANA M2 pretty cheap. The barter's like actually pretty good for that one. It usually helps a little bit getting to Ragman 3, but like, yeah, like before then, often you just don't really have a choice other than just going for the rat rig itself, which, you know, it's funny because we've been like all the way around from the rat rig being the best, and then they introduced the MMAC and a load of barters, and then they made all the barters bad, and then we're back to the rat rig again. It's like everyone's now just using that because they made that 70k, and everyone was like, oh, it's 70k, and everyone just like, I guess it's 70k, and 70k is now just like the minimum price of class 4. And the only way you can get around that is if you try to go for the Ulay. But the Ulay is very heavy and is not very good. That's a scav, I hope. Let us plant the first one of these. There. Right. Shot too early. I know. I thought he was going to be like jumping right over the wall, but... How goes? Hello, Zachary. 100 coin for 100k if you buy the direct for 25. Yeah, that's good if you can get it there. Yeah, coin for 115, 120. Coin's like okay. Not the best ever, but it's not the worst. Right, we did one. What we got? Railway exfil? I guess we're basically here, aren't we? These ones are kind of dull, but... Oh. Oh, my word. Dude got a good shot on. Good shot, and I wasn't quite quick enough. Not using the troop at all anymore? I don't think it should be rated as highly as people do rate it. Yeah, this guy got a cracking shot. There was nothing we could do really there. I think it was like I think it was like PST. Oh, SPP. Oh, he's running a VSS. Ah, okay. Makes sense. You died for a sec. The stream died. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Ulay's the one with 4 2s and 2 1s. Yeah, exactly. The budget rig. Yeah, but it's because it's got a really crazy barter from Jaeger. Thoughts on the MMAC? I mean, it's good. If you can get it for the same price as the Rat Rig, I think like you probably should. It's a bit rough on factory and close range maps like that, simply because it doesn't have stomach, so it just makes life a bit hard. But right, okay. Well, we planted one of them. This is good. We didn't extract though, which kind of sucks. Yeah, we've done one of these. Why'd you play solo? I don't find it just much easier to speak to chat. I just prefer the chat dynamic when I'm here on my own. As that is all. Really like the new 762 PP is a nice middle ground. It's good, yeah. And they randomly increase scav rep gains. I don't think so. Oh, we needed to do the factory thing, didn't we? Let's go and do that. We needed to extract out of gate 3. Just gotta remember. Pretend he saw you earlier, but let you finish planting. Bag Ellie is good, yeah, it is good, but it's good for looting, and not really for fighting, in my opinion. Like, it's decent, obviously, but it's just really heavy. Is the problem. I guess that maybe it's better for fighting, but it's got loads of slots. Day one of asking something to do with my 100k. I have to think about it, won't I? This time it was level 3. I don't know what anyone says this thing is the mid-right meta. We don't talk about the AVT. That is good. It's been killed by a white name with a PKP in a raid backpack. Oh dear. Hello, Boogie Man. I could send you to 5 maps, but I don't want to. I wonder what would be fun though. What would be interesting? A raid, like, I don't know. I don't really know. Toss run. White names of people too. Sometimes indeed. It's just a map, not a viewer kid or anything. Yeah, exactly. What would you want to do? Is there anything that you've got a burning desire to have me do? Camping teaser could be legit. Also debatable if it's fun or not. If it gets this is the issue that I have, is that like, yeah, because I don't stream that much. I'm like that's always why I've been slightly reluctant to put like random prizes in to like do this or do that or do the other. Because like, you know, if I want to do Punisher 6, but then I get a bunch of weapon like channel point redeems, then I'm like, okay, well I guess I just can't do that now. And then if I was planning on making a video about Punisher 6, then it makes it really hard to make the video. You know, it's just like, it's just tricky. It's tricky. Thanks, Pancha. Gotta think of something that's like, I don't know, maybe like, I don't know. Would it's like a raid sort of, what am I trying to say? Like some kind of raid limitation, would that be fun? Like only one mag, or like no optics, or something like that. Would that be fun, or would that be just be stupid? Pop-ups, TTS, sound clips. I wonder if you can do TTS with channel points. Only single fire? See, that only single fire is actually quite funny. It's dangerous, I take it back. Okay, well, this is going to be the easiest quest complete of all time. Oh, we've got green mags. Nice. GTS is risky. It is, yeah. No scope, no silencer. Like TX15. Gun choice is kind of interesting. If you're like not on a gun quest, then gun choice, you could usually make it work somehow. I always find it annoying that you can't unload there. Oh, I should have just sold this. No medkits, only cheese. Just like all the cheeses. Aqua always has TTS with redeemable sounds on. It scares him so much. Yeah, no silencer could be kind of cool. No silencer. Just, you know. Like you have to go loud. Next raid has to be loud. Some of these are kind of interesting. Because that's like, I quite like those ones that give you something interesting to think about. Because it's like, okay, we've got this like new stipulation that we have to do XYZ with, you know. Like that's kind of interesting. I don't mind those things because you have to think a little bit. I like thinking. I'm sure you probably noticed. Are these valuable? A little bit. We'll just stick them up speculatively. Right. Yeah. What were we doing? Oh yeah, we were doing interchange, weren't we? We got shot. We had the MCX out. How long have we got? We've got quite a short amount of time. What do you think of people having 200 to 300 standing? Turns out there was a way of doing it. We know how they did it now. They were doing stacks of items, and he was giving them the wrong amount of rep. I've seen I think they've already fixed it. I saw a YouTube video where a guy was doing it. He had like 150 rep, even though he was like level 30. It was just a big bug, turns out. Okay. So I guess like yeah, maybe we'll just queue into interchange again. Let's just finish off with the MCX. Let's try and get another raid with it. Getting one tapped is never fun. 75k, that's all right. I don't think I saved a preset here. So what's the guy saying? Somebody was saying that they would use a different combination. They were using UPR Gen 2 or something. I was using this ATP combo with a DS150. UPR Gen 2 is worse for both of these things, I'm pretty sure, yeah. CQR's pretty good, in fairness. Close. This is what makes it really more affordable. This Raven barter. Without it, it'd be really it's really annoying. ARS Gen 2 Colt A2 buffer tube. So my build at the moment is 52, 44. Let's see, 52, 44. 44. Okay, so it's 2 recoil. But you do lose 7 ergo. SSV, this one. You lose even more ergo for that. I think I'd rather go RVG than this one. RVG's not expensive. RVG's only like 76. So this is cheap, I agree. I agree with you, it's cheap. I'm losing even more ergo here. Like, it's like a swing of like 9 ergonomics. Do I want to take that? Urgh. Hey, Dottier. I think it's best to convert channel points to content. Could be something big for a specific challenge. Could be something cheap for immediate reaction. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to think. I'm gonna have to think. Like 45 and 42? Or... Or 52 and 44. I don't know. I think it's kind of much of a muchness. Hard to say, which is better. You lose more ergo for going that way too. Yeah, this is it's kind of the issue with the MCX is that you can... Like, this is pretty good, the CQR. I don't know if I can buy this yet. No, I can't buy this yet. The Longhorn Guard is less, no? -4. Unless I'm missing something. This is the thing, it's like, do you choose to go this route? You could even go RK1. Between the Colt, so this is going to be an interesting question. Between the Colt and the Gen 2, that's 35 and 39. Is that better than the Baskak? Slightly. Very slightly. This thing is incredibly cheap for what it gives you, though. Wait, did I have another MCX? Why are we... Am I building another one unnecessarily? I am. I've actually got a gun here already. Fun. Right, so we should do this really. We should use our presets again. Which way was it again? So it's dot case of the map, but I don't really care about that. Do that. Then we'll do the consumables one. Yeah. Then we put on the gamma. Then we do whatever we like with these things. Here we go. So now we go... I mean, to be fair, we could just run it like this. Then we could even pick up a 40, in theory. Yeah. Like that. And then we've got this guy, this guy, this guy. Okay, this as well. Yeah. Fine. Oh, we're gonna buy. Can I buy another one of these from Ragman? I hope so. Max 3, okay. Okay, and we'll stick that in here. You know, maybe we'll do it this way. Maybe we'll. This is clever. What we'll do is we'll keep this on to start with, and then we'll keep this with us. Cool. Okay. Are we on food and drink? We're okay. Expensive. Ba-ba-da. Hello! Hello, Black Sheep. Building the gun from the lower is cheaper. I did have a look at it, and I'm not sure. It felt about the same. If you're buying it for 75k, I think it's about the same. I'm not sure. Not building guns, especially with things I find over time. That's honestly the best part of hardcore. I think trading in Bitcoin is worth it for weapons case. Not at the moment, because Bitcoin costs too much, in my opinion. What mission are you doing? We're doing the one where you have to drop off the gazelles and also the helmets and the earpieces in them all. The gazelles are outside them, also technically it should be easier. We're just doing it piece by piece, but we're also doing 7 survives on Interchange, which is just a very annoying one. The new ammo is CBJ. It is for the MCX, which is what we're using at the moment, and it's a very good piece of ammo. Yeah, need to adjust the presets. You can lock certain slots. Yeah, I think so. Or have like slots with multiple criteria. So any grenade, or like, you know, an adrenaline or a propitol, something like that. Or like yeah, it's the classic, like Tarkov disables your mic thing. Even Pestily was talking about it on Twitter, being like, why? It happens to him too. And you, Ice? Yeah. It's mad. I don't know why this occurs. Who knows what happens? Yeah, it happens to loads of people. It's never happened to me before this wipe, either. Everybody thinks it's the... Yeah, it's like specific people. I don't know why it happens. How do you fix it? I literally just unplug the USB cable and plug it back in. It's really finicky to get it in the slot, though, is the only issue. Does it not screw over VoIP? Don't know. You have trouble getting it in? I do. I do. It's a terrible problem. What's the bullet velocity on that gun? It's about 700. So it's not actually that bad. We have terrible issues. Save your connector, I would activate and deactivate over sound controls. Maybe I should do that. Next time it happens, we'll have to see if it works. It'll have to be yet another window that I open up during my stream. Sound settings. Does anybody else absolutely hate Windows sound settings these days? I hate the sound settings. I hate the way it looks. I hate the way the menus are set up. I really don't like it. Like, if you click through enough of the windows... You know, I'm not even sure where I do that. If you click through enough of the windows... Oh, there it is. Disable... Oh. Well, now it doesn't work. Oh, no, it does work. Enable. Okay, it takes a bit of time to come back. I've got the window up here, though. Yeah, like, if you go far enough through the windows, you end up back at, like, you know, Windows XP window, like, menus. It's just a veneer. An awful veneer where you can't find anything. It's terrible. Happens to be often with Discord. Me and Church had some issues with Discord for ages with ScavTalk for some reason about like recording and something. I can't remember what we changed. Don't like having to go through 3 generations of Windows sound settings to find what you need. It does feel like you go back in time. The further you go through, the worse and worse it gets. It's so bad now. Windows out control sound. That's the smart way to do it. Rather than the foolish way. What's the best way to do this? Maybe go up to power and then see if somebody's there. We're gonna keep this on single fire for a minute. What are you doing to refresh it? I'm pressing to save in the device properties. I'm clicking disable button after like 3 layers of menus. Oh. Well, we shot too early, didn't we? Whoops. Let's go a different way. Windows sound settings are terrible. They are. They truly are. The problem that I find, though, is that so often I find that I just can't even if I try and use the search bar, I can't actually find the settings that I want. Because they've called them, like, stupid stuff. I don't know whether that's just a me issue, but they're all called, like, ridiculous things. They changed the names of everything, so I can't remember. I don't know what any of them are called now. Inside up the stairs? I don't know, we'll go this way. Bye-bye to all the scavs, the scabby boys. Isn't that MTX terrible? That's why I didn't want to use it over an M4. Well, the new round is decent. I think the M4 is also like no better really. The thing for me, it's like, why would you use it over like the MDR or the G36 or the AK-101? That's usually my question. But the ammo like it's something that you can't really buy in 5.56. You know, like you can 2-tap +4, which M855A1 can't do. Oh, well, the big zoom. 5.5A1 actually cannot 2-tap +4, amazingly. Because of damage drop-off. Damage mitigation. On pens. But yeah, I find it a bit jumpy. I don't know. It's okay, but there's something off-putting about it. Like, what's weird, right, is that looking at all the stats on the MCX, the gun should be really good. And for some reason, it just never is. And I can't really quite put my finger on why. I think it's because if you want to make a really good one, you just kind of can't. Like with the M4, at least, if you want to make a good one, you can spend 300k on it and just make something absolutely ripping. You know? With the MCX, you just can't do that. Like, there aren't the parts to actually do it. I'm interested to play some late game M4 this wipe. I actually am. Because there's like the new Hanson barrels and things like that. There's a new upper and stuff, which you suffer like a tiny little bit of less recoil. But it doesn't matter because M4 gets down to like 26 recoil anyway. And then you get way more ergo, so you can have like a drum and silencer and pretty cool. Ba-da-da-da-da. I keep hearing somebody. I feel maybe they're upstairs, but I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. Yeah, this is where we were earlier. Look what I wrote. Takes you there instantly. Press Windows, then change SY, and then hit Enter. Thing is, I won't remember that. That's not like intuitive, you know. I want to be able to just type the right thing in the box. Sound settings. Why can't I just type that? There's a way. I agree. But I think it's a failing on Windows. Oh, that's a laser. We should get behind cover here. Shame we're not doing long line, eh? These two were together, surely. Were they shooting at somebody else? Have we tried the AVT? I actually have. Tried it on factory. Oh. Someone's peeking. Someone's tempted to peek. I think there's another person round on my right. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like there's somebody there. How about initial kick? Initial kick is high. Initial kick is pretty high. But it's no less than the M4. That's just a fire rate thing. Just happens when you've got high RPM. As you know. And we lie in wait. Oh. I don't know if that's a scav or not. We missed somebody crossing left to right. That's very unfortunate. But it also means that they have got a false sense of security. So there is that. Hotkey the scripter button. I don't know how to write that script for Windows. I know the right peak isn't, sorry, the left peak isn't ideal, but... Darn it. Where's he going to pop out? Over here. Fair enough. I don't know where he was. So heavy breathing well aimed. It's because I had hold breath on too long. That was why. He did a good job. He did a good job of figuring out where I was. That's annoying. Never mind. It happens. Seen Amni's video on leg shots? I haven't actually. He did a good job moving around the map without showing himself too much. I think that's what he did well. Ratting unsuccessful, I know. That I was trying to move in, that's what I was going to do. I was like, well, this hasn't worked, so we'll try and like move in on the guy. I was going to try and like move forwards a bit, like cover the angles to make sure he doesn't leave, and then throw a nade or something. Omni's video on headset ranges? No. No, I haven't. Did he do it like fully? What we're going to do is we've got to do another scav one of these, haven't we, to extract out of the back end of the map. Science. Have a look.
What?
Where is it? Master running. Acquaintance. Tarkov settings. Ah, best headsets. Here it is.
Today we have an Escape from Tarkov headset comparison video for you, and we learned quite a few things that oppose the conventional knowledge from previous videos that headset selection is just subjective to the user's hearing and preference. And that this testing was done on my second account, which doesn't have max perception, but rather about a 20 perception skill. We tested with and without compression, with and without EQ, and even went as far as to have a different player compare the distances with their own ears in a whole different system, and got similar, if not identical, results. Let's briefly talk about what we tested, but omitted from the results. We began testing wanting to check not only running audio detection, but walking, crawling,
I'll watch that in a sec. "30 seconds. I use so I have like auto hold breath because I have the right click like ADS un-ADS thing. Actually, what do we have? Oh, Bear Buddy. I do the like ADS un-ADS thing. So I have helmet. Sad commando rig. Usually means someone was kind of new. I like that little jump. Oh, it's closed. Always interesting. Are we in time? Oh, we're actually not in time. We need another 40 seconds. I'm going to do these. I kind of look like a PMC now, unfortunately. There's a spreadsheet if you can't watch it. What you doing? You done messed up, boy. Oh my god. Right, we've got enough time now. Ah! There was a blue laser. I saw it. I saw it. I did sword it. The danger's looking like a PMC. Exactly. But we managed to get traitor scav kill from that guy, so there you go. We should have done anyway. What I'm going to do, so now using this new thing, it's really cool because you can just like, I can't be bothered to sell all of this, or I don't have the space to really take it. So now we can just like keep the important thing and then sell the rest of it for 160k, which is awesome. And we got 0.04 because we killed the traitor scav. Hey, and he lost. Right, actually, did he lose 0.1? No, he didn't. He just came 0 because he didn't kill me. Scouts have no required time. That is not true. You have to be in raid for... The raid has to have opened for 7 minutes. So if you leave at 14:00, you'll get a run through as a scav. This is what will happen. I'll teach you how to write script and code. You teach me how to Tarkov. Having a day like me just getting Tarkov. Yeah, actually, you know what? We got Tarkov a bit today. We did. Oh, yeah, and then we lost the Gazelle as well, didn't we? Because we didn't actually manage to finish this bit because we had the Gazelle in our bag. Oh, that's really annoying. Oh, well. This is a painful quest, this is. It really is. What's your total scav rep? I think it's like 2.5. Let's check. Never have enough time to put on spawn. It basically only happens on factory. Everywhere else, you spawn already with enough time on the clock. But it does happen. Oh, no, we don't have enough space. Not enough space. You know, we're rocketing up the money there. We're doing pretty good, despite, you know, some unfortunate setbacks. I think we're doing okay. Yeah, my scav rep is 2.67. Not too bad. Zabralla quest. I don't mind that one too much. We just didn't play factory. I want to play. Maybe we'll do some factory next time, and we'll do the Zabralla quest. I think maybe that's what we'll do. Could be fun. Could be fun. Cool. Right. Well, that's it for today, guys. We're making good progress. We're not doing too badly. We've got to get one more level, and then I can finish the damned gunsmith quests, because you can't buy the bit until these keep of it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Did you reset your account? Me? No. Why? So, we are going to go to the friendly guy. Go and give him a warm welcome. And I will catch you guys later. I'll be making a vid for this Saturday. It's going to be probably about CPJ. And then I'll be back on Monday, like usual. So, until then, I'll see you all soon. I'll have a think about these channel points. Thank you for the ideas, everybody. And yeah, I'll catch you later. Bye, everyone.